Put me in the lab, watch me cook up like a chef. Don't tell me I can't ball, cause boy, you ain't no ref. Making plate after plate after plate on our Steph.
Good afternoon. It's Dale again. Hey, I'm coming to you from another one of the beautiful parks in Montgomery, Alabama. This is the green, y'all. This is the green. It's beautiful out here. It's beautiful out here. And I wish you were here. So, another thing I want to show you, if I can change the position of this camera, there is a beautiful fountain right there. And that's what you're going to hear in the background for the next few minutes while I'm actually talking to you. So, that back around to me again, and I won't hold you up. So, I want to talk about the fact that I have a birthday. As a matter of fact, my birthday is this coming week. And so I began to think about what it meant to have another birthday. I thank God for the opportunity to be around another year. And so in the midst of that, I started thinking about me being back in junior high school to my first year of high school. And as teenage boys would have it, there's a lot of joking and teasing and carrying on about different things. And so there was a young man who was the son of one of our deacons at my home church. I also went to high school with him. And so he was telling some of the other guys, you know what? I'm going to be like these old folks. I'm going to give my life to Christ when I'm 50 years old. And he laughed and joked around a little bit, And I understood what he was saying. He had grew up in the church and he had seen older folks give their life to Christ. Some at 50, some over the age of 50. And so I guess he was just like, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to do the same thing. Well, I want to tell you this. You don't know how long God is going to keep you around. Now, we hope and pray that God will give us longevity, but nothing's guaranteed. Everything happens at an appointed time by God. So in the midst of this being my birthday, I thought about that young man and his immaturity back during that time. And I also thought about something else. Several years ago, after I had gotten married, I joined a church. Essentially, it was my wife's church. And one Sunday, two young men decided that they wanted to give their life to Christ. And so a baptism was scheduled. And so about a week or so later, on a Sunday, it was time for their baptism. Well, I arrived at church because normally what happened is that the baptisms would take place after Sunday school, right before the morning service began. And so I got there early and was ready for Sunday school. We had Sunday school, and it was time for these young men to get prepared for their baptism. So one of the mothers of the church asked me, she said, Dale, those young men need to get ready. Would you have prayer with them? I said, yes, ma'am, I'll have prayer with them. Now, in the back of my mind, I was like, okay, where's the elders of the church? Where are the deacons at? 'Cause they normally handle this. But nevertheless, it was a privilege for me to have prayer. So I had prayer with these two young men, and shortly after that, the deacons of the church arrived, and they had prayer with them again, and eventually that morning, they were baptized. And I mean, these young men, they were geeked up, they were happy, they were just excited about being baptized, giving their life to Christ. One of these young men, I recall, he would bring his grandmother to church in the mornings, And she was wheelchair bound, so he would help her get out the car and get into the church with a wheelchair, and that's what he did. So roughly about 2 weeks after they were baptized, I got the word that one of those young men, the one that was bringing his grandmother to church, had had a car accident and it passed. Yeah, he had passed. Nearly 2 weeks from the day that he had been baptized and gave his life to Christ, he was in a car accident and did not make it. You know what? We don't know the day or the hour that our Father is going to call us home. So we need to be ready. Now, I know that just like that young man that was a classmate of mine, there are some people that think they have time. They want to get their affairs in order. They want to clean themselves up before they give themselves over to Christ. I would say that, as Christ said, come as you are. Come as you are. There's no better time than now. Come as you are. God can work with you and work on you. You don't have to be pristine to give your life over to the Father. So, I will say this. Do not take time for granted, because we don't know the day or the hour. That's my message for today. Something to think about, huh? So, thank you again for being here. I appreciate you for watching, listening, commenting, and chatting on these videos. Please kindly, sir, ma'am, like, share, and subscribe to these videos, to this channel. And I would ask an extra thing of you, if you will, if you haven't already done this, please, got a little net here, please share my videos or my channel with 3 to 5 people that you know that may not have heard the messages that I'm bringing. 3 to 5. And then ask them to share it with 3 to 5 people. We're trying to get the word out, y'all. Hope is not dead. We need encouragement. We need love. We need hope. We need faith. God knows we do. All is not lost. All is not lost. So please, sir, please, ma'am, help me get the word out. Oh, and by the way, this is the Jesus is Love prayer journal. Me and my family put it together. I think it will be a help to anybody who has a love or have a need to journal about their relationship, about their day-to-day comings and goings, their vision for the future that they want God to bless. It's on Amazon. The link is down in the description box. So please check it out. So with that being said, this is Dale again. Thank you again. God bless you. God keep you. Enjoy your afternoon, your evening, your morning. Peace.
Just look at me and see this greatness on the ground like at a crime scene. It's evidence. Watch the Holy Spirit shake up your residence. Get some reverence. All these blessings round and round. And the way that they ain't have been sent. They ain't believe in us, but God did.